would you welcome his opponent into the red corner, representing the Scorpions Gym Swindon, Dan Hughes! Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 10 two-minute rounds of action for the vacant British Light Cruiserweight title. Introducing your fighters once again in the ring. Would you welcome please to the blue corner, representing the Storm Gym Luton, Andrew Tate. And his opponent in the red corner, representing the Scorpions Gym Swindon, Dan Hughes! Before I make the announcement on this one, don't forget the night doesn't have to end here. After party, mixed lap dancing club, free with this ticket. And ladies and gentlemen, what a sporting gesture there by Dan Hughes. Let's hear it for both men, please. Two sportsmen. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of corner stoppage in round one, and new British light cruiserweight champion, the blue corner, Andrew Tate. Ladies and gentlemen, and while we're celebrating, please, let's hear it from promoter Darren. What a great show tonight. Darren, take a bow, mate. What a great show we've had here tonight, people.
Check out my attire. I've got the black hoodie, the glasses, looking fresh, all black. And I've got Tristan here, with his blue hoodie on.
I've had these doggy bottoms for 5 years and I refuse to get rid of them. I'm wearing them to the shops.
Put your ripped up.
And then the hoodie I've had for about 6 years, I ripped the hood off. I should find the hood and wear it as a hat on the way there.
No, I think I used that as a face towel the other day. So it's probably in my room. Anyway, let's go to the shop. I don't hate you. Don't worry. I thought my fleece with no t-shirt tactics was bad. Man needs Haribo, you know.
You don't need Haribo. What do you actually buy?
Man needs Haribo. Slime bars for cheese.
Huh?
Slime bars are for cheese. Slime bars and rubber.
There's something from the video.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the semi-professionals, and this is a catchweight bout. Let us welcome your fighter in the red corner. He weighed in at 87.4 kilograms. He has a semi-professional record of 1 win with no losses. Fighting out of the Tsunami Gym from Chelmsford, Luke Barnett. Now welcome his opponent in the blue corner. He weighed in at 86.3 kilograms. He has a semi-professional record of 1 win with 2 losses. Fighting out of Stone Gym from Luton, let us welcome Andrew Tate.
My heart is in my throat right now. We've got our teammate Luke Barnett fighting out of the blue shorts, Tsunami Fight Gym, fighting Andrew Tate out of the black storm shorts. Now, the game plan has been and always will be do just enough for the takedown because that's where his forte is. So look for this to happen quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I think that once it's down on the ground, he'll have the upper hand. However, Andrew Tate has an excellent stand-up game. Nice jab from Andrew. Big shots, driving forward.
What we can say about both these fighters, Pierre, is they're probably both used to having a reach advantage over their opponents, but both of them weighing in at sort of 6'4" tall, you know. It's fairly even reach-wise in this match.
Knees from Luke. Andrew up against the cage, black shorts. Luke looking to tie up, possible leg reap to a takedown. However, Andrew having none of that. Kicks off and switches Luke with his cage to the back, and it's back and forth.
Good cage wrestling here, each one trying to assert their dominance, put pressure on the other, put them up against the fence.
Good knee by Luke. Good knees again. The corner of Tate is telling him to turn out. Now, Andrew's doing well to keep it from going to the ground. He's keeping a long body, keeping the underhooks, preventing Luke from dropping down to the legs, making that connection for the takedown.
Yeah, they're staying a lot in a 50-50 grip there. Good little shoulder shrugs from Luke, actually.
Now, we've seen Luke mature as a fighter from the first day he came into the gym where we had to teach him the basic arm bar to now where he's doing little shoulder shots. I'm really impressed with him. However, saying that, I'm also impressed with Andrew in that he's kept it stand-up for so long. Just goes to show that this is mixed martial arts. Good knee from Luke. However, it's
good
exchanged.
shots coming in there.
Nice sprawl from Andrew. Luke is going to have to drive forward, sitting out, grabbing the leg. However, Andrew quick back to his feet. Tell you what, I'm really impressed with both of these guys. Both of these guys. And another double leg. Now,
shot from a long way out, but he's got in on the legs there, and he's got him up against the fence, pulled the hips out, completing the takedown.
Now, I was talking to Luke prior, and Luke said that this is how he wants to do it. He says he wants to drop step, takedown, side control, reverse triangle to Kimura. So let's see if he can make that happen here in this fight.
A bit of Cole Miller from the couple of UFCs ago there, reverse triangle Kimura.
But saying that, the only word I could think about for Luke is confident.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm impressed with Andrew Tate in that he's evolved his takedown defense, and it looks like he's evolved his ground game. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He's keeping that knee in, kind of a modified guard here, going to maybe a single butterfly. Luke needs to pass this because if he's not active, the referee will stand this back up. And
yeah, the problem is his route for the pass here for a traditional kind of shin across donkey kick pass is blocked by the fence here, so
maybe possibly try to pin the the right leg of Tate and step over.
What I will say is Tate isn't particularly, didn't look as though he was going for many submissions. Good pass by Luke.
Now he's going to have to watch his base. And Adam Tate with the reversal. Knee to belly, straight to full mount.
And that was good work from Luke to see the attempt to mount. Wasn't particularly tight, pushed off.
Now Luke connected on Andrew with that jab, coming forward. However, Luke bleeding slightly from the nose. Andrew Tate wanting to keep it stand up. Nice head high kick from Andrew. Big jabs. Ooh, and Andrew just missed with that knee.
Yeah, it's one thing you know, if your opponent's committing and coming forward and going for those takedowns, those knees were a real danger he's got to watch out for.
Now good sprawl by Andrew. Sit out again by Luke, and again, Andrew wants to make the distance for the stand-up. Good kick. Both guys scoring with the kicks. Superman punch cuts down the distance. Good knee from Luke. Andrew turns it around and into the round. Now, how do you score this? I think both fighters had their moments. Good sprawl and brawl from Andrew Tate to get it back up. However, Luke connecting with a couple takedowns. Was he able to complete a submission? No, but good ground control.
Exactly as you say, Pierre. There was some good positioning there. There were good strikes from both fighters. A couple of takedowns on the way for Luke, but then a couple of stuffed takedowns from Andrew Tate, which also counts towards effective grappling. So real tough round for the judges to score there.
I'm glad I'm not a judge here for that first round. As the fighters come to the center of the ring for round two, I just want to go on the record here. All the fighters that I've talked to today, when I've asked them, what do you have to say to your opponent? Nothing but nice words. I tell you what, MMA is for nice guys only.
Absolutely, Pierre. I mean, you don't see that many grudge matches. You know, everybody knows how much hard work, how much effort goes into training, and everybody respects that in their opponent. At the end of the day, it's a contest. There's no animosity. And, you know, that being said, they want to come away with their hand raised.
Prime example, Luke says he just sees this as a sport. However, he hates to lose. Now Luke coming forward. Luke initiating the forward stand-up, head high kick from Andrew Tate, uppercuts. And Luke is going to have to be very, very careful that he doesn't bring that head down as a target for Andrew Tate. Again, it's a 50-50. He's going to look for a possible leg reap, and he's content to go
Went almost to a belly there, but just getting a little off balance, ending up on his back in half guard.
Now look for Andrew Tate to possibly try to pass and just open up. No.
Turning for a Kimura. Nice work by Luke, getting that guard back.
Now Luke is going to have to dig deep. He needs to be active here. Once he gets to the ground,
triangle.
Looking for a triangle attempt, and
no.
Andrew Tate.
Content to stand back up. He probably feels he's having the better of it on the feet. Good movement from both fighters here on the feet, though.
Good turnout, knees. Now Luke is cut here. Andrew Tate goes for a head high kick, left head high kick. Big right cross from Andrew Tate. Luke is going to have to try for the shot. And again, good sprawl by Andrew. He's going to have to sit out. He's going to have to sit out. Good sit out, turn it into him.
Now that is nice wrestling.
Now that's Tsunami Jim right there all the way. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going for Luke without a doubt, but I tell you what, this Adam Tate has really impressed me with his newfound ground skills, especially on the sprawl and his getting back up to the feet. Really impressed with this guy. In fact, I'm impressed with both guys. Now just powering his way into a reversal right there.
Yeah, using the biomechanics of a straight arm to push Luke back there. A little sloppy. Let's see what he can do. Again, he just wants to stand back up. He doesn't want much part of the ground game. Feels he's getting the better of it on the feet, and to be honest, he probably is at the moment.
Now Luke is looking very tired, head high kick. However, he's still coming forward. Good knees. Luke needs to cut down that distance and try to take it to the ground. It looks as Andrew may be the fresher of the two. Now he doesn't want to force the shot. Good knees. Overhand right by Andrew Tate. Another takedown attempt. Good sprawl.
Really.
Let's see if and again, now Luke is looking very, very tired. Slow to the feet.
I think Adam Tate feels he knows where he's winning this fight. He knows where he's in control. I think he's pretty much sussed out what Luke's going to do here, and he's taking advantage of it. Good jabs coming in.
Good jab again. Both fighters getting good knee from Luke Barnett. However, big shot, front kick. He needs to drive. He needs to drive on that. Now that was a good front kick that landed on Luke
good
Barnett
timing as he came
Tate.
in for the shot.
I wonder how much that took out of him. However, Luke is still trying to drive for that takedown. He's got the one leg.
He's here on a single. He's going to stand up, pull that knee right across. Going up, turning out now.
And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you're only going to get this type of fight here at UWC 12, Revolution, South End on Sea. I tell you what, this has been back and forth, and this has been probably one of the more exciting fights here tonight.
If you're just joining us, though, ladies and gentlemen, we've had some cracking fights already tonight. It's been a great night of MMA here.
Now Luke looks to be in top position. He's going to have to capitalize on this. Adam Tate still has control of the head here. Luke is going to have to peel that off, posture up. And he's going to have to be careful on his base. He's going to really have to watch that base because Andrew has proven very powerful. Again, pushing, making space, and it looks like he's possibly going to get a reversal here.
Yeah, Andrew Tate getting back to his feet, getting out where he wanted to be. I think he's heard the 10-second call. There we go, end of the fight.
I'll tell you what, back and forth pace. Both guys had glimmers. Both guys were in charge at one point or another. Ground game, possibly to Luke, just on the takedowns. However, Adam Tate very strong tonight in his reversals, takedown defense.
And causing the visible damage with the cut there under Luke's right eye.
Now, do you think that that's going to be enough to sway the judges? Hey, I won this fight tonight.
I think the judges will probably go with Adam Tate based on repetitive damage, stuffing the takedowns. Yeah, he ended up in some bad positions, but he was able to scramble back out, get to the feet, and execute his game plan. Good movement, but again, complete forward movement probably to Luke the whole way. So, I think the judges are probably going to go with Andrew Tate on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, the judges have made a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Andrew Tate. And a big hand to your runner-up, Luke Barnett.
Go.
That's exactly what
Go. It's recording.
It'd be interesting to know, or to see where the fighters think they are in the contest. Do they think they're ahead? Do they think they're behind? Will this affect the way that they approach this last round? Is Jamie? If Jamie feels like he's behind, is he going to bite the bullet and go for it here?
Right, here we go then.
Well, they've got it. They've got each other's respect now. Yeah, and the pace and the tempo is definitely risen in this last round. They can see the finish line, and they want to leave everything in the ring after this round. A front kick there by Tate. Oh!
That's it.
Left leg to the head and it's game over.
Yeah.
And he went down very heavy
He went
there.
down very
Jamie.
hard on his head. Very hard on his head. Not the way we wanted to see the end of it. It's the way he went down, wasn't it? With his head hitting the canvas hard.
And that knockout came out of nowhere. Left round kick to the head. Andrew had fired in a couple of right hands to the body and invested in the left leg on.
I'm sick, every line the crowd's like, hey. I didn't get rolled up, stack like, hey. Listen, learn, every beat. Hey.
Well, speaking to Andrew before, he was confident of a knockout, and you have to say fair play to him. That's what he got in the end. And what a way to seal a show. I mean, we thought that we were heading to a decision win, and we've just seen what has to be described as a brutal knockout, head kick knockout.
Yeah.
And that is what kickboxing is all about.
Brilliant. Well, I've enjoyed the night, and Neil, thank you so much for coming and telling us how it should be done.
Thanks once again for having me.
Absolutely brilliant, Neil. Thank you.
Cheers, bud.
Really appreciate it. So that's it from Kellam Hall tonight, and another champion night for Newark and a champion night for kickboxing. So until next time, it's Mick and Neil and Dennis and Howard. We'll see you all again soon.